This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Carpio strikes gold, rules girls 51-55 kilogram division in Pencak Silat at 3rd Asian Youth Games. In the NCAA, LPU stuns JRU as they eke out a close 78-76 win. While Letran beats Mapua 85-82 in overtime thriller. Meanwhile, in the UAAP, LaSalle's Jacob Cortez and UST Sierba named UAAP Players of the Week. The Choco Mucho Flying Titans soar past the next-led Chameleons for second straight win in the PVL. In Major League Baseball, George Springer lifts Blue Jays to World Series with 4-3 win. And get to know Philippine padel's Wonder Girl, Jessica Agra. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 21st of October. Now, here's our roundup. Kram Airam Carpio snatched the country's first gold at the 3rd Asian Youth Games by ruling the girls' 51-55 kilogram division in Pencak Silat in Manama, Bahrain. The Asian Pencak Silat silver medalist edged Indonesia's Hiken Dwi Tata Olivia 33-19, giving Team Philippines a bright opening in the multi-sport event. Carpio made her presence felt early, beating Iran's Nazanin Fateme Kolasinghiani 36-22, then crushed India's Sakshi Thakur 83-17 in the quarters. She kept the streak alive, toppled Kazakhstan's Aliya Azizova 46-27, booking her spot in the final. The win boosts Team Philippines' confidence as they eye more medals in weightlifting, athletics, and swimming in the days ahead. Hard-fought, nail-biting, and unforgettable, NCAA Season 101 delivered two heart-stopping games today at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. LPU finally broke through, holding off Jose Rizal University 78-76, ending a 5-game losing streak to start the season. The Pirates improved to 1-5 in Group A, while the Heavy Bombers dropped to 3-4. LPU withstood a late surge by Sean Argente to secure the hard-fought win. Meanwhile, Letran edged Mapua in overtime 85-82, racking their 4th straight win in Group B. The Knights held on to a 17-point lead, led by Titing Manalili with 16 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds, and a steal. While Jimboy Estrada scored 20 and Kevin Santos added 17 points and 9 rebounds, and AJ Buensalida added 16 points and 10 rebounds. Coach Alan Ricardo said it was Manalili's maturity that stood out. His crucial assists and foul shots forced overtime, and he kept Finals MVP Clint Escamis in check. In the end, two teams held their ground. Heroes were crowned, and NCAA Season 101 reminded fans while college basketball never fails the thrill. Moving on to the UAAP, Jacob Cortez of LaSalle and Karylle Sierba of UST dominated the UAAP October 15-19 Player of the Week honors, thanks to stellar performances on the court. Cortez averaged 19 points, 5.5 assists, and 3 rebounds in back-to-back Green Archer wins, including 26 points, 5 assists, and 4 steals in a overtime win against UE, and 12-plus points in a 72-69 victory over defending champion UP. His efforts pushed LaSalle to a 4-3 record, tied for 3rd with Ateneo and the Fighting Maroons, all while the team dealt with injuries to Mason Amos and Kian Baclaan. Sierba shined as UST extended their unbeaten run to 6-0, scoring 21 points with 4 rebounds in a 104-66 win over FU, and adding 16 points in a 79-55 rout of Adamson. She averaged 18.5 points and 4 rebounds, shooting 57% from the field and 42% from beyond the arc. Salle faces UST on Saturday, October 25 at 4:30 p.m. at the Mall of Asia Arena, while UST closes its opening round against UP on Wednesday, October 22 at noon at the same venue. The Choco Mucho Flying Titans made quick work of the next-led Chameleons, scoring a straight sets win, 25-23, 25-19, 25-22, to secure their second victory in the 2025 PVL Reinforced Conference at the Araneta Coliseum. American import Marley Smith led the charge with 20 points, built on 18 attacks and 2 blocks, while Isa Molde added 11 markers. Phil-Am setter Tia Andaya kept the offense in rhythm with 15 excellent sets, showing strong chemistry with Smith throughout the game. Spanish import Paula Martinez was the lone bright spot for Nextled, finishing with 20 points. Chocomucho improved to 2-1 while Nextled dropped to 0-3, still searching for its first win of the conference. The Flying Titans are soaring high and they're just getting started. In Major League Baseball, George Springer came through when it mattered most as he blasted a go-ahead 3-run homer in the 8th inning of Game 7, sending the Toronto Blue Jays to the World Series with a 4-3 win over the Seattle Mariners as they make the World Series for the first time since 1993. Toronto, MLB's ultimate comeback team this season, was down 2 runs with the runners on second and third, and Springer, hobbled by a sore knee, stood tall, stayed cool, and turned on a 2-seam fastball from Mariners reliever Edward Bazardo, drilling it deep left field for the winning RBIs. It was Springer's 23rd postseason homer, tied for 3rd most in MLB history, and a perfect capstone to his resurgence this year, hitting .309 with 32 homers and .959 OPS as Toronto's full-time designated hitter. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. took home ALCS MVP honors, going 10 for 26 with 3 homers, 3 doubles, and a 1.330 OPS, tears flowing as he celebrated in front of the home crowd. The Blue Jays now turn their eyes to the Los Angeles Dodgers, the reigning champs, with Game 1 set for Friday at Rogers Center. The Thunder are back, and they're not just defending their title. The 80th NBA season opens in Oklahoma City, where the Thunder will receive their rings and celebrate last season's hard-fought 7-game win over the Indiana Pacers in the finals. One title isn't enough. The Thunder want more. The NBA is in a parity run. 7 different teams have won titles in the last 7 years, a stretch where no single team dominates and the league is wide open. Adam Silver has witnessed 9 different champs in 12 seasons. David Stern saw 8 in 30 years. The Thunder want to be the team to break the cycle. And with most of their 68-win champions back, it is no surprise that Oklahoma City is the favorite for the 2026 title. And now, here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Do you know what Pencak Silat really is? Pencak Silat is a traditional martial art from Southeast Asia, particularly Indonesia, that combines self-defense techniques, strikes, throws, and blocks with graceful dance-like movements. More than just a sport, it's a cultural performance, often accompanied by traditional music, showcasing skill, discipline, and artistry in competitions. Fighters are judged not only on their combat effectiveness, but also on style, fluidity, and precision. From defending yourself to honoring centuries-old traditions, Pencak Silat proves that martial arts can be both powerful and beautiful. It's time for our off-court buzzer. Baseball fans are under attack. A wave of phony AI-generated posts is sweeping Facebook. AFP reports pages like Dodgers Dynasty and Yankee Nation pretend to be real fan accounts but linked to ad-filled sites designed to rack up clicks and cash. Investigators say most of these operations originate in Southeast Asia, using both flashy and seemingly innocent content to hook followers. Posts range from AI images of Dodger star Shohei Ohtani surrounded by puppies to unverified stories of athletes' generosity, sometimes falsely attributed to other players. Experts warn these tactics can fuel larger disinformation campaigns And it's not just baseball, football, basketball, ice hockey, tennis. Formula One fans are targeted too. Meta confirmed that an investigation is underway. Page transparency data shows listed U.S. addresses and phone numbers are often unrelated businesses. Analysts say AI allows these networks to scale fast, spreading misleading and divisive content globally. So fans are warned that even with fact-check tools and user warnings, these fake networks keep growing, digging deeper into sports fan communities. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 21st of October. Up next, let's get to know how Asia's #1 paddle player, Jessica Agra, excels in 2 different courts. When we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. Athlete Jessica Agra excels in 2 different courts in the sport of paddle and the other of the legal kind. How does she do it? Let's find out from Sheila Salaysay.
In a world where few can balance 2 demanding careers, she's thriving in both. Let's meet Asia's #1 paddle player and a lawyer who embodies the spirit of a true Filipina. Representing the heart and pride of the Philippines, our national team is ready to give it their all at the upcoming FIP Asia Paddle Cup. Leading the charge is Asia's #1 paddle player, a true symbol of excellence, empowerment, and purpose in the sport. Jessica Agra is living proof that passion and purpose can thrive side by side. Becoming the top-ranked paddle player in Asia is no small feat. And for her, it's not just about titles. It's about carrying the Philippine flag with pride on the world stage.
I feel very proud actually to be representing the Philippines, and the #1 in Asia wasn't really a goal of mine coming into competing in paddle, but of course it's a bonus for me because I've been really working hard, training and competing, so I'm happy.
Her journey started with simple curiosity, a love for competition that soon turned into a lifelong pursuit.
So I was a former tennis player. I was playing for the national team juniors of the Philippines in tennis. And then I played college tennis in the US. So after that, I stopped for maybe 10 years completely doing sports. And then paddle, nakita ko may mga tennis players na nag-try. I mean, since racket sport siya. And then I also saw that it's doubles, which is I'm more of a doubles player in tennis. I was interested. And then nahook. The more I played, the more I wanted to compete and do better.
As a lawyer and an athlete, 2 demanding worlds that both require focus, discipline, and heart.
So I think, well, in terms of prioritizing right now, really, I'm trying to balance both by being freelance in both. I coach a bit in paddle also, and then now, since I'm freelance as a lawyer, handling entertainment and sports contracts, I mean, the fact that I can control my time and be more flexible, I think helps in terms of competing in paddle.
For her, law and sports share one thing: the mindset to compete with integrity and to stay calm under pressure.
Nakakamiss talaga yung feeling. I mean, the adrenaline and the fact that you can compete, I think you don't get it anywhere else other than sports. I mean, I was mentioning earlier, law school maybe comes close in terms of recitations, but it's very different when you're active and competing. I really miss the feeling of being in sports.
And through it all, she draws strength from the people who inspire her.
My family has been very supportive in everything that I do, but I think especially my dad.
Carrying the Philippine flag as Asia's best comes with both pride and responsibility. For her, it's more than just personal success. It's about inspiring a new generation to dream big, break barriers, and prove that Filipinos can lead on any stage.
FIP is the International Federation governing paddle, so I started playing the professional tour, this tour. I joined a bit last year just to see, but I really started focusing on it this year. has been very tough, a very tough journey, but very fulfilling. It's a different level of padel, I would say. So this year has been a lot of learning experiences for me. I'm still in the middle of figuring out how far I can go to see. But the goal, I guess, at the end of the day is to play the highest level, which is the Premier Padel. In a way, it's like the Grand Slams in tennis. And I think you'd have to be in the top 100 to play. I'm currently top 150. So we'll see if kaya pa. But I'm willing to see and train more and compete more.
Beyond titles, she hopes to be a bridge, showing young women that you don't have to choose between profession and passion.
Balancing law and padel and figuring out how I want to go about things. You really need to leave room to focus on this as a competitive athlete. Like the time, the hours, and even the traveling really would affected, I guess, my lifestyle or my schedule. But I think knowing your priorities and just knowing how to balance things to be able to be doing both.
In 2024, the Philippine paddle team made history. The first time in the World Championship Asia qualifiers, finishing third place. At the Asia Cup this October, the Filipina team shines again, battling as third out of 16 countries.
I think it's a huge achievement knowing that the Philippines has had paddle only for a few years, and other countries like Japan 10 years already. So I think it's good. We're still obviously working on a lot of things, but I think very promising, the team right now.
Filipino players are built different, continue to hustle, making the country proud, one game at a time.
I think we always say puso. I mean, it's really the fight in us. We all come from different backgrounds, a lot of tennis players, soft tennis even. But I think the fight in us really, no matter what racket sport even it is, we're always willing to give it our best and to fight until the end always.
The Philippine paddle team is all set to give it their all at the FIP Asia Paddle Cup this week until the 24th of October in Doha, Qatar, bringing pure Filipino excellence to the international stage. From the court of law to the paddle court, Jessica Agra is breaking barriers and setting new standards. A proud Pinay who's all in on every battle. Fearless, driven, and ready for whatever challenge that comes next. Reporting for the Scorecard, Sheila Salaysay, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Up next, Alex Ayala's road trip across Asia continues. New partner, new energy, and a new chance to build momentum. But the competition's only getting tougher. Can she find that winning rhythm? We're about to find out. So stay locked in and keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. All right, tennis fans, we're deep in the Asian swing, and Alex Ayala is back in doubles action. This time at the 2025 Guangzhou Open in China. But this isn't just another stop for the 20-year-old Filipina. This is a reset button moment after a few tough early exits. Ayala teams up with Ukrainian veteran Nadia Kitchenok, a former top 30 doubles specialist with experience that stretches across Grand Slams and the Olympics. Kitchenok has been in these trenches before. She's seen the chaos of tiebreaks, the nerves of final sets, and she's proven it and brought home trophies along the way. But the challenge, no walk in the park. Across the net are Emily Appleton of Great Britain and Ta Chi-Yan-Wei of China, the number 4 seeds in the draw. Appleton sitting around world number 78, Tang at number 80. And these two know how to close. They've reached the quarters in Salle and have been building quiet chemistry on the WTA circuit. So what makes this matchup intriguing? It's the contrast, the youth and ambition versus experience and consistency. Ayala's fearless with her returns. She loves attacking the net, and she's been working on adding a little bite to her serve. But her doubles timing has been a bit rusty. Remember, she has not played a doubles match since Wimbledon back in July, where she and Aoife Lees bowed out in the first round. Still, don't sleep on her. Since that last doubles appearance, Alex has been on a tear in singles, capturing her first WTA title in Guadalajara and breaking into the world top 55. That kind of confidence translates. When your forehand's landing and your legs feel light, it changes your rhythm in doubles too. Kitchenok brings balance to the partnership. Her court awareness is elite. She's 33, but her movement and anticipation can buy them key points at the net. And against Appleton and Tang, that's huge. The Chinese-British duo like to press early. They like to keep rallies short and exploit any kind of hesitation. So Ayala and Kitchenok will need communication from point one. This match might not be about brute power. It's going to be about rhythm, placement, and timing. If they can weather the early pressure, this could be the start of a promising tandem for the rest of the season and beyond. And remember, this is just part of a bigger grind. Ayala's already got Hong Kong on her schedule next week, part of her 5-stop Asian run. It's a stretch that tests stamina as much as skill. So as Alex steps back onto the doubles court in Guangzhou, the story isn't just about winning. It's about recalibration, momentum, and maybe, just maybe, finding a partnership that clicks when it matters most. Because if there's one thing we've learned about Alex Ayala, she's never out of rhythm for long. The Asian swing heats up as Alex Ayala returns to double duty in Guangzhou. New partner, new energy, and a tough first test ahead. And here's your full match preview for tomorrow. And that's it for our 2025 Guangzhou Open preview. Ayala and Kitchenok step into the spotlight against Appleton and Tang. Experience versus youth. Pressure versus potential. Who takes control on the hard courts of China? Stay locked in and keep your eyes on the prize. Hey, just in from the Guangzhou Open. Alex Ayala's out in the round of 32, falling to American Claire Liu in 3 sets, 6-2, 4-6, 4-6. Ayala came out swinging, dominated the first, then got pulled into a dogfight. Liu's experience showed down the stretch, but Ayala made her work for every point. So it's another tough loss, but the kind that builds a player who's still fighting her way up. Before we go, think on this. From the first player to hit 50 home runs and steal 50 bases in a single season, a two-way superstar redefining baseball history who has become the face of modern MLB greatness. Shohei Ohtani once said, "What feels uncertain now might be setting you up for something greater." Yep, I can relate to that. So it's all in God's hands now. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.